Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you today about how to handle soreness after taking a CrossFit class. So this video is really intended more for the folks that maybe aren't as active in their lifestyle, or if you're just starting out, or you're just maybe starting out at CrossFit. I found that when I started my CrossFit journey, that I used to get, and I still do actually, I'm not gonna lie, just so sore after the workouts. The workouts are great. I really enjoy them, but let's be honest. I mean, the movements are explosive. They're, the workouts are geared to make you push yourself, right? I mean, you've got a certain amount of time, you have to do a certain amount of rounds, certain amount of reps, and it's a challenge. You're basically like competing against yourself, which I think that's what makes it fun. That's what I love about it. But at the same time, I think all of those things combined can lead to a lot of soreness and sadness the next day. There are many times when I've woken up the day after a CrossFit workout and it's like I feel like I can't move at all. Like everything, I feel like I've just pulled all the muscles in my body. So I have talked to some CrossFit coaches about soreness. Some of the answers I've gotten are, hey, it's working, you're sore, that's great. Some other folks have told me that, it's okay after your workouts. Just if you feel sore, keep moving, don't sit, which is a good piece of advice. But I'm talking about like the kind of soreness where it hurts to walk up the stairs, where the kind of soreness where, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I need to be able to, pick up my toddler. I need to be able to put him in his car seat. I need to be able to pick him up when he's throwing a tantrum inside the mall or grocery store. And when you can't even bend over or walk up the stairs, or even walk for that matter, because your muscles are just that sore, you need to have some things that you rely on or do after those workouts to be able to do your usual day, your usual things, if that's going to work, if that's staying at home with your kid, whatever, if you're a student. So the first few things that I'm going to talk about are reactive. So you do the workout, it's the next day or 2 days after, and you're just like incredibly sore. What do you do? So the first thing that I do is ibuprofen. It's pretty simple. Now, before I start talking about over-the-counter medication, if you have any existing conditions, if you have any medication you're currently on, if you're breastfeeding, if please run this by your doctor before you do any of these things, simply because I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I also can't gauge all the people that I'm talking to, because this is just a video posted on YouTube. So run it by your doctor first, okay? Good. Okay, so back to ibuprofen. So it's great. It's convenient. You can buy it from your local pharmacy. I find it, of course, it's temporary relief, but if you're going to work or you're getting up in the morning and you've got things that you need to do, you need to carry out your life, it's a good sort of quick fix, temporary relief for some of that soreness. The other thing that you could do, again, over-the-counter medication, you don't need a prescription, but please do run these options or ideas by your doctor. A muscle relaxer, so something like Robaxacet or Robax. Sometimes I'll have like a sore lower back. I think I'm even more prone to a sore lower back because I'm bending over a lot with my little one. So muscle relaxers help. The thing with muscle relaxers though is it's not something you can take during the day, right? I mean, if you're driving to work or something like that and you don't want to be all like relaxed or whatever. So something good for the evening when you're at home if you're just really, really, really hurting. Muscle relaxer is a good option. That's what I've used anyway. And it's not something that you want to like be popping all the time. I mean, these are just things when you're like, I'm really hurting. I just, it's not the kind of sore where it's like, I'm sore, but I feel good. Like I had a good workout. That's what that soreness means. I'm talking about the soreness where it's like excruciating. You're hurting. You're really hurting. So Robax or Robaxacet might help. The other thing is A535 or some kind of like ointment that you can rub onto your muscles. It gives you a little bit of relief, but I mean, you could give it a shot. And again, it's one of those things that you would have to do when you're after work, when you're at home or like in the evening, because you've got like this ointment on you. So you got to wear like a baggy pair of track pants or sweats or shorts or a baggy t-shirt and put it on. It's not really something you can apply while you're at work, but it gives you a little bit of relief, which is nice. And also something, this guy is backing up. I really hope he doesn't hit my car. But something that will give you a little bit of relief and something you can get from your local corner store, or not corner store, pharmacy. The other thing is, like I said in the beginning of the video, moving. So I found it's counterintuitive, but if you're sore, so the day after, if you're like sore to the point where I'm talking about, where it hurts to walk up the stairs, it hurts to pick up your toddler, every time you sit down, you pulled all the muscles in your glutes, you're in pain, man. That's the kind of soreness I'm talking about. Maybe not do another CrossFit workout the next day. Maybe do some light walking, get on the treadmill, just walk, or just an easy jog for 30 minutes, or, a stationary bike, just some light pedaling, but anything to get the blood moving, get the muscles warmed up a little bit, but not to the extreme or to the extent of, the type of workout you would see with CrossFit. Just something easy. And I find that helps, and it alleviates some of that soreness. So moving. Don't sit and be like stiff and just be like in your armchair like, oh my God, I can't move. Again, it is counterintuitive. Like, why are you moving when your muscles hurt? But it does help. It does help. So those are the reactive things. You're sore. What do I do? Now I'm going to talk about the proactive things you can do before or during your workout that is going to help, I wouldn't say prevent, but maybe minimize some of the soreness. Scale your workouts. So everybody, you know your body better than anyone else. And I love CrossFit coaches because they're so supportive and they want you to progress. They want you to do better. They're encouraging you. But sometimes when they're like, add on the weights, you can do more. And you're like, I don't think I can do more. I think this is going to hurt. Just stop, listen to yourself. Don't get me wrong, CrossFit people, CrossFit coaches, trainers, you're amazing. But, I think, if you get that encouragement from them, but you feel like, okay, this is it, I don't want to wake up tomorrow and just not be able to move, it's okay. You don't have to feel like you're letting anyone down. You can stop. It's all right. So just make sure you scale the workouts for yourself. Like I said, your body better than anyone else. The other thing I think you could do is do a proper cool down. So the warm-ups are great, during the class is great, but it's always like the class is done, everybody high fives, good job, great work, and everybody just sort of walks away. So I think good cool down is key. There's lots of good cool downs online. Feel free to research that. Feel free to go online, but, you know, just take 5 to 10 minutes after the class. I mean, like, you've already invested the 60 minutes. Take an extra 5 to 10 minutes after the class. Stretch your quads, stretch your glutes, make sure you're stretching, you know, your shoulders and your triceps, and just give yourself a proper cool down. And I found that helps alleviate some of the soreness the next day. And that's really it. And make sure you're hydrated. Like, I feel like I'm a big coffee drinker. I hate that about myself because it's just a habit. Like, it's just a bad habit I formed, that I'm like constantly going to coffee. I like just that it satiates me. Sometimes when I'm hungry, I like that it's like just like this quick thing. It's almost become like this addictive thing, like a cigarette or something. Like I just need it sometimes. I just want my cup of coffee, but it's not really necessary. So just make sure that if you're a heavy caffeine consumer like me, try to swap out the coffee for water. I know that it's a really tall task to ask of people who love their coffee, but if you're hydrated, if you're giving your body what it needs, I feel like it sounds stupid, but I don't feel as sore when I'm more hydrated. I guess like my body just needs water instead of all that crappy coffee and caffeine. I don't know. It helps. I'm just giving you some options for what helps. If you feel like it doesn't help and you're just like peeing a lot more and you're like, that girl on YouTube told me to drink water and it's not working, then you don't have to. Let's see. And I think that's about it. But, you know, don't be afraid. The soreness is normal. It is normal. I talked to the CrossFit gym owner that I'm with currently, and he was like, you know, that is one of the main bits of feedback he gets is soreness. And I didn't know that. I thought it was just me. I'm like, I'm being such a baby. Just suck it up, woman. Like, you're going in there to challenge yourself, to get stronger. Like, just suck it up. And what would happen is I would just like get so sore, and then I would have to take like 4 days off because I'm like, I can't move. I can't pick up another weight. How am I going to do this? So the soreness is real. And I felt so much better when he told me that a lot of the members come to him and they're like, I'm in pain. Like, it's not just this comfortable, I did a good workout kind of soreness. It's like, I'm really hurting. So, it is normal. I think it's really normal for that sport, or that type of workout. And so don't feel bad. Just try to find some different things that work. I think the proactive approach about scaling your workouts, that really helped me. I still get a good workout, but I'm not like feeling, you know, like I can't move for the following days. And you know, it's important because you want to be consistent. If you push yourself so much during a class that you can't come back, then what's the point? So don't be afraid to scale. You're not a baby. You're not no one's going to look at you any differently. The CrossFit coaches aren't going to be like, oh, she's a wimp or he's a wimp. No, it's your body. It is your workout. Do what you got to do. So those are my tips. Keep on keeping on. You can do it. Rock those CrossFit workouts. Okay? Thanks. Bye.